Court hearing is scheduled this morning for the MSU staffer charged in the death of a student riding a moped on campus. 22-year-old Adam Young is charged with a misdemeanor count of a moving violation while causing death. Now, police say Young was driving a university salt truck near the intersection of Shaw Lane and Chestnut Road on January 15th. That's when he crashed into 21-year-old Tiana Seville. Young faces up to a year in jail if convicted. An MSU professor is facing a lawsuit after two students say he forced them to work long hours for little to no pay at his engineering company. The lawsuit filed last month also claims university officials have known about the allegations against Parviz Shunani since 2011. One of the students says he suffered several dislocated shoulders due to the heavy lifting and ended up having surgery. Shushani denies the allegations. He's been on paid leave since the university launched an investigation into these allegations. Well, more teal flags are expected to be placed along Grand River Avenue in East Lansing. City crews put up more than 300 of them yesterday. In all, 505 flags will be put up. They represent each of the known survivors of Larry Nassar's abuse. The city partnered with the parents of sister survivors to organize that display, and they've been working since last fall to create the prayer flags in the Tibetan tradition. At least 4,000 students signed the flags with messages of support. Michigan State University will be handing out free teal t-shirts later today as part of the university's It's On Us Week of Action. They'll be handing out the It's On Us t-shirts at Wells Hall starting just at 10 o'clock this morning. Now, there will also be It's On Us branded cookies available from the MSU bakery. People can write supportive messages to survivors on lawn signs. Those will be put up throughout the day. Well, no word this morning on what started a fire that torched dozens of acres in Ingham County. It happened on farmland on Baseline Drive between Eaton Road and Walker Road in Onondaga Township. Now, this was yesterday afternoon. At least 30 acres were burned. No structures were damaged in that fire. No injuries have been reported. A West Michigan police officer first helped a young boy get to school after he missed the bus, but is surprised by that officer and the Grand Rapids Police Department helped put a smile on the 9-year-old's face that isn't going away anytime soon. Marvis Herring has that story.
9-year-old Thomas Daniel and GRPD officer Austin Leinema are now friends.
You want to make the siren? You got to hit that button right there.
They met the morning of Thomas's 9th birthday, February 22nd. Thomas was flustered. He'd missed the bus outside his family's Southeast Grand Rapids apartment complex.
I started crying because I missed the bus really bad because I wanted to get to school really fast so I can do my work at school.
I was coming down Oak Park Drive and saw Thomas in like a dead sprint after his school bus.
Officer Leinema got permission from the boy's mom, and in minutes, Thomas had a VIP ride to school.
He got to ride in the police car to school, showed up to school all lights out, and he was enjoying all smiles.
But it wasn't necessarily all smiles during the ride. Thomas opened up to the officer about bullying, even invited GRPD to his birthday that evening.
He was afraid nobody would show up.
Who did you invite to your party?
My friends, but no one showed up.
No one showed up? How did that make you feel?
It made me sad.
But that sadness was fleeting. Officer Austin Leinema had reported for duty.
I was so happy to see Austin.
He came out on the balcony, he was jumping up and down, and he couldn't believe that we actually showed up.
You may have already seen these viral photos on the GRPD Facebook page. Leinema decided to bring more officers, donuts, and goodies the following day for yet another celebration. Have you noticed that Thomas has been any happier since this has happened?
He's very happy.
The bubbly 9-year-old proudly sports his new hat, shirt, and GRPD badges.
It said Grand Rapids Police, and I loved it.
And even weeks later, there are no hard feelings for his classmates. Just listen.
If my friends are watching this, I'll see you at school on April 8th. I'll miss you guys, and I still love you guys, no matter what.
A really sweet story there. Well, the Food and Drug Administration wants to know what you think of CBD. It's a natural compound found in marijuana, and it's contained in products that promise relief from anxiety, depression, and pain. The FDA says they'll hold a public hearing about CBD late next month. Now, federal officials want to talk about developing a regulatory framework for CBD. Right now, the ingredient is not sanctioned by the agency. The FDA also proposing a lower concentration of added fluoride to bottled water. If finalized, the new regulation would lower allowable levels of fluoride in bottled water to 0.7 milligrams per liter. Right now, the FDA allows 0.8 milligrams per liter in bottled water. The FDA's proposed rule aligns with a 2015 recommendation from the U.S. Public Health Service. But some scientists and environmental groups believe the proposed limit is still too high and poses a danger to human health. This all comes as 4 Michigan communities are getting federal loans and grants to upgrade water systems. The U.S. Department of Agriculture awarded nearly $8 million for the projects. Now, the money will go to Calhoun, Kalamazoo, Allegan, and Houghton counties.